I'm making this video on how to install a amp into a Jeep Cherokee. This is an older one. It's an 88 Jeep Cherokee. It's a 4.0. So obviously you're going to start right here on the battery. You're going to connect your wire, which is this one, and run it back around here, up there, around, and down in here through the firewall. If you can see that little plug, it comes out really easily with pliers, and then you'll have access in here. And what I did is, if you can see, this is a big mess of wire, but I pulled it down from the firewall up there, and then I ran it down through here, and within this thing right here. So it goes all the way down, and you can unscrew these. As you can see, there's a screw right there. This one I didn't get on that tight, but I just put it all the way, and right here it's going to pop out a little bit, as you can see, but that's okay. It's alright. It's still in there good enough. No one's going to step on that. And then it goes through here to the back seat. Now, I think this is a great spot to put your amp because it just fits really well. It's going to be out of your way. You're still going to have room for your other stuff. So, whoops, I don't want to do that. So here it is. There's my amp. And right now I don't even have it tied down or anything. Whoops. But I don't know. There we go. So I'm going to show you how I wired this too in just a second. I'm just kind of showing you where I think you should put it. And it's right here under the seat. It fits really well. Had it over here further last time. Must be dinging around in here. But as you can see, I have it all wired from here to the amp. And let me give some basics. So you're going to need a ground, a power, and then all your speaker wire are connecting to my sub back here, which is covered in things. I don't have a very big sub, but it sounds good. This is a 400 watt amp, and that's I believe it's two 10 or no, they're 12 inch subs and two tweeters. But anyways, so this is going to run to your radio and follow the same path as your power. Also, this goes to your radio, and it pretty much gives it signals as to like when to turn on, stuff like that. And so you're going to run all three of those to the back. Now I have, this is just an extra one from, don't even mind that speaker wire. That was from the old setup I had before I had the amp. It's just sitting there because I didn't want to pull it out. And pretty much you're going to take these two, which go here to the input. This is input, channel 1 and channel 2 on the bottom. And then here's all your settings. I put it on full. I think I'm going to put it on actually low and see how that works for me. But in order to adjust these, there's really good videos online. Pretty much it's easy to do with your own ear though. You don't even need to watch those. So listen to something with a lot of bass. Turn it up and tweak with the gain, tweak with the LPF and the HPF. And the bass boost, all of these, until you can max it out pretty much. And you don't want it sounding like too reverby or, just too, I don't know. I think if you have an ear for it, it's really easy to do. You don't even need to watch a video. But if you don't, there's a really good video explaining how that I've looked up before. I don't know the guy's name or anything, but I'm sure you could YouTube it. Anyways, so these are my speakers. They go to the back. And obviously there's all the inputs. There's a fuse here, which obviously is still good. Yes, sir. This is a 30 watt fuse. And I don't even have it screwed down because the ground is connected through... Oh, wait, is that the ground? Yeah, actually, I think this might be the ground. Yeah, my bad. Ram power. Oh no, this is the ground. And, oh, let me explain. So, this ground right here goes right there. That's a ground. That is a very good ground for the Jeep Cherokee. It goes right there. And, yeah, that's where I recommend grounding it if you put it back here. Now that we've kind of gone over the amp and where stuff goes, speakware in the back, all the other cords run up to the front. Remember to stick it in there. It'll stay pretty well. Also, another little hint I have, for these old Jeeps, it can be a real pain to open your the seat up. It locks in, and mine's kind of old and rusty, and it just has an issue opening. No matter what I seem to do, this doesn't work. Anyways, so what I did is I simply put a screwdriver right there in the lock mechanism. I'll leave that there too, whatever. It'll keep it closed. And then I take my seatbelts, move them up, put it down as usual, and it'll stay just fine. But what's going to happen is it's not going to latch, so you can lift it up really easily. But anyways, we'll move to the front. And this is the radio I currently have. Oh, no, that's a little bright there. I'm going to turn this off real quick. Oh, no, it's way too bright. Or way too dark. I'll turn that back on. And so, how you're going to want to have this hooked up is that is going to be to your amp right there. So my line rear output, it's going to be to my amp, and that's the same place you would plug in a auxiliary cable, a headphone jack for your iPod if you don't have an amp. And then the power goes to the battery, ground goes to the ground, obviously, and where's that little blue one? So this blue one, I believe, I can't remember what this is called, but I have it right here. I need to put some better crimps on there. I already have it crimped, but it's not that good, so I put some tape on it too. I think this goes, let's see, I had a schematic. That's another thing you need to look up for your radio and your Jeep model. You can go online and look up the schematic for this. What are these called again? I forget what that's called. Just the place where all the wires are received into your CD player. But yeah, simple as that. You run it through. I pulled off the dash, of course, and then just kind of snaked it all the way down there, just putting it down there. Those are all other wires that are, wow, it's messy. There it is right there. And that's my fog lights. And yeah, so just to prove I got it working. Oh wow. Just to prove I got it working. Not a big fan of that. Get a great deal on IHR. But anyways, so here we are. That is everything. So remember, you start with the battery, pull it around that way, put it under the seat, and yeah, it's as simple as that. Hopefully this really helps someone who's never installed a amp before. It's really not that hard. And if you want to wire your individual speakers, it's as simple as looking up the schematic for that piece in the back I showed you. I can't remember what that's called. If I figure it out, I'll put it on a notation right there. But if not, there'll be nothing right there. But yeah, so hopefully this helped, and we'll see you guys later.